Hey everybody, welcome back to Crossroads, a D&D 5th edition campaign. We are currently in week number 8.
Pro tip, it's at the top of Roll20.
I do this so I can remember math.
What do you mean it's at the top of Roll20?
The name of this campaign we're playing. If I'm actually logged in to Roll20.
But
It says you are.
Which I am.
Okay. Good. Just checking. So when we last left off, our band of merry heroes had gotten somewhat smaller.
You're way too chipper for how many people you murdered. No, wait, you're the right amount of chipper. Never mind.
No, he's good.
No, he's right on the money.
Quite pleased with myself on that one. My goal tonight is to kill the rest of them, but we'll see how that goes. We've had a little bit of downtime. The characters went about their business trying to each cope with the loss of their friends in their own way. Maevis was hitting taverns, playing songs, and trying to aid the people of Waterdeep with this plague. Thargeth was drinking, fighting, and being Thargeth. His own coping mechanism, I suppose, beating other people over the head with bottles. Who am I to judge? Meanwhile, the Warlock Finias turned to the herbs. Has been practicing with herbalism. So he can produce healing potions, perhaps to stop the next horrible occurrence.
Right.
Unless it's bad for profits.
It's totally to save a party member, not because I'm in a city full of sick people.
Well, could be. Fleur, on the other hand, performed last rites over her friends, then buried them, not before thoroughly robbing their corpses. And decided to go off after her friends, as there was nothing holding her to this town anymore. Not like there was any other people in the town, but that's not really our problem.
Did you all talk about, like, the equipment that was on there that he had to, like, go through or anything? Okay, good.
Yeah, he took something, or she took something. You'll probably find out later.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And we're going to bring it in tonight with, regrouping in the yawning portal. What?
Nothing.
What? I do something wrong?
No, there's a dog looking out the window.
Okay, then.
It looks suspicious.
No.
It's when the dog's looking in the window from the other side that you got to really worry. Especially being on a second level.
Just like hunched out on the couch, like looking out the window, like, what's going on out there?
She thinks she's a cat sometimes.
When you guys get back to the yawning portal, everyone except for Thargeth, before you sit down, you're going to notice that there's a booth set up beside the door. And a cleric sitting there in full plate that is stamped to look like gold coins coating his body. What's the... do you have your rates on the front of the table, or...
There's a sign hung over the front that says heals for sale, and then there's a stack of parchments that he hands out to people as they walk into the inn.
Advertising services.
Yes.
Gotcha. Recently to town. Good. Let's just pick up from there and let y'all decide what you're going to do. We'll start off from the table. Because honestly, I don't know what direction y'all are taking, and I've tried my best to prepare, but I don't know what to do. No, I've been doing my best to like figure out which way are these guys going. I'm just gonna blow everything up. No.
How can I railroad them so I can make my life easier?
No. I pride myself on providing y'all with an open world environment. So let's see if I can keep up with that.
With 3 directions in fire.
Well, you have 4 directions. You catch 3.5 of them on fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a 4D world. We're going down.
Yeah, fuck you. We're just gonna start digging. Nothing ever goes wrong when you dig deep into the ground.
Especially in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what you're gonna find.
I'm gonna back up a little bit. You said when we walked into the tavern, we found the booth there with the parchment, with the cleric giving the parchment.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when the cleric hands the parchment to Fleur, Fleur just looks at it, walks over to fire, and throws it in the fire.
Oh.
And walks.
Yeah, that's staying. That's totally staying. You guys can add a new bond.
Yeah, that's a bond, all right.
What's that all about, Fleur?
Fleur just goes to the bar, gets a drink.
No, really, I want to know. I pull up a seat beside.
Yeah.
Here's your chance to roleplay.
Yeah, there's the 4 of you take the seats at the bar then. That's fine with me. Whatever. You goes with it.
You got a problem with somebody making some coin?
I have no problem with people trying to make coin.
But
I am still just trying to get over a few of the events from the previous week.
oh, and he was just the first unlucky sap you saw?
Yep.
Oh.
The first word that I don't have to say blessings upon you. She's gone. Another one.
Would have lived if I'd been there.
Say what?
From across the bar. Would have lived if I'd been there.
I like it.
What?
Oh yeah, great heals that one.
I guess we'll never know. Thanks.
A good
Thank you.
price,
I'll take
too.
the parchment. I just put the parchment in my pouch here on my belt.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wander the room.
All right. You wonder, are you going towards other tables or?
Yeah.
As you'll notice that people are talking, and let me go and get this plan here. Let's put this one on.
Do you have Sirenscape? Is that where you're getting this stuff?
That's at roll 20.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So
I'm gonna be trying to listen in, see if there's anything I hear, news or anything interesting.
okay,
Can you turn it down just a little bit, Shrek?
sure. Let me. Whoops, that's just muting it. Let's take it down a notch on both of them.
Suddenly the crowd goes quiet because the bard is playing a great solo.
There's plenty of bards.
That sound about right.
That's still pretty loud compared to everybody else's voices. Either that or just everybody's got to like speak up and really project your voice over the the room full of people.
Just like a real bar.
It's like a real bar. There you go. That's
It's
good.
just supposed to be background noise.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So, you go around talking. You notice that most of the tables, they just seem to be talking about their plans for what they're going to do when they get back down into the Undermountain. Talking about, well, the last time we went west, let's head east this time and see what's over that way. It seems like people that come through just keep picking this place clean. I don't know if there's anything left to be found down there, but surely there's some hidden doors somewhere. You get over to the next table, and they're talking about the plague going around. Thinking about trying to skip town before someone in their group gets sick. You get to the last full table, and when you start approaching that table, you're going to notice there's a dwarf there in a dark cloak that's leaning in, talking to the guy at the head of the table in full plate. As soon as you start approaching, you notice the dwarf just clams up. Starts to turn to go away.
The dwarf was in full plate?
No, the dwarf was in a dark cloak.
Can I hide?
You saw some leather. Huh?
Can I, like, hide if I notice someone notice me?
You could probably, like, kind of creep behind one of the beams and just kind of peek out at them every now and then.
Or listen?
Yeah. The dwarf walks away from that group. The group is, I don't know what all that's about. And one of the other people leans over to him. Oh, what did he want? He was looking for some kind of blonde-haired human being drugged through here. Male, apparently fairly attractive. He said he had a few days left to find him before something was going to happen here. He wasn't being very clear, but it seemed ominous. Let's just keep an eye out and otherwise dismiss it.
Is there anyone that fits that description in the bar?
No.
I haven't seen anyone like that in these days that I've been here.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'll take that information back to the group if they're gathered somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize I wasn't there for that. Sorry.
Well, y'all should be still at the bar, I think, unless you're going to walk over and apologize to Olaf for Fleur's insult. I mean, he's a friend of yours. I don't know. It's up to you. Olaf, you see the bard that came in that's been wandering around the room, kind of eavesdropping on all the tables. While Thargeth and Finias are up at the bar with Fleur, trying to engage Fleur in conversation.
Fleur's bed talking. You better walk over there.
I thought you were sobbing a second ago.
Well, no.
Bard already took one of my flyers, right? He was the one that put it in his pocket. So.
She put it in her pouch. Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't Fleur turn around and hear Olaf say she would have lived?
Yeah.
They would have lived, and that's why I was like, she just turned around and say what? And that was about the rest of that discussion. Second.
All right. Well, let's pick up right there because that sounds awesome. So you said say what, Olaf?
Boisterously. Well, they would have lived if you'd had a healer.
That one's got great heals for great prices. I thought we were already went over this.
Finias, Fleur.
So anyway, she goes down the hole, but she left her sword in the corner. I thought it was great.
Hey, Maevis.
I'm across the room.
Fleur calls out over the bar.
Over the yawning portal.
I'm like at the second table or whatever at this time. The one that was like. Yes?
What? Did you hear what he said over there? He said Lana would have survived if he was there to heal her.
He might be right. What's your point?
Why are we yelling this?
You are drawing attention.
I asked for another drink.
I go back to what I'm doing.
Okay.
No more interaction with Olaf.
I will. Darren can get me a drink of. What do I even want? What's our gold-plated dwarf friend over there drinking? I asked Darren.
Olaf, what have you been drinking? I know you don't drink heavily.
Just the tavern ale.
Tavern ale.
2 tavern ales, please.
I already know that one.
He fills up the 2 tankards and slides them across to you.
Thank you. Well, you gotta tell me how much it costs.
2 silvers apiece.
Thank you.
Might give 6 for the one in mine as well.
Apparently it's on him.
Takes the coins, puts them in a pouch, and goes back to the bar.
You don't take the extra coins. The overpayment?
I will attempt a sleight of hand on the extra coins. One of the extra coins.
Okay, roll. You got him.
Nice.
You got him before he put them in his pouch. Monkey drops the coins back into your hand.
Yep. I bring the drink over to Olaf and offer him one. And say, you'll have to excuse my friend. We've been through a lot, and he just had to bury 2 of his friends. She, sorry.
Yeah, we get that mixed up every now and then. There's strange bits bulging here and there. We're not quite sure.
Did you come over with me?
Oh yeah, I'm right behind you.
Okay.
The whole time, buddy.
Creepy. God, you creepy.
That's the drink.
Yeah. Name's
So you're going
Finias.
with alcohol, of course I'm gonna follow you.
Name's Finias, and I hold out my hand to shake it.
Reach out and take your hand. Shake it.
No, I see I grab a pamphlet. You're Olaf?
Yes. Olaf Northstar. Cleric of Joaquin.
So I fancy myself a bit of a fixer of things for what ails people. Between you and me, and I get it, and like I'm whispering now. Is this on the up and up?
I'm leaning in too.
I just kind of.
And what do you mean by that?
You know, like. You actually heal?
Oh, look at my head.
I'm gonna adjust my breastplate and pull one of my shields up, and you see the holy symbol of Joaquin, if you know what it's a giant coin with the lady's face looking.
Okay. Isn't that the opposite? What's the opposite of mine?
Let me see. Which one's yours?
No, the opposite of mine is Svetlana's. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Is your Timora?
Yeah.
Yeah, my god has no enemies.
Okay.
Except for poor people.
Oh. Except for Portland. Nice. Okay.
Of course, what better way to honor the goddess of trade than to trade?
Well, you must be making a killing in this town right now with all the sick.
But there's a backside to the healing. Every time you heal one, 2 more get sick.
This is common knowledge, I guess.
In the healer circle.
Well, that seems great for profits if you're in the healing business.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Is there any plan to eradicate this plague, or just let it run its course, or?
That's apparently the only way to make it go away without inconveniencing 2 other of your fellow people.
Do we know, is it people that are closest when you cure it, or is it just completely random?
Seems completely random.
Completely random, apparently.
Interesting. It's pretty remarkable that we were able to figure out the connection then.
Mm-hmm.
It's on red.
What's that?
They've had some months to figure it out.
Yeah.
I assume I got shut down when I just started walking in and selling heals.
No. Your services are occasionally requested.
Well, I understand that.
So does old Darren take a cut of your profits?
I was gonna say it's probably gonna be.
I don't know who that is.
That's
That's
the
the leader of the.
He's
owner
the
of the bar here.
bar owner, yeah.
And no, he hasn't asked for anything extra.
I guess he makes enough off of his letting people up, bringing people up and down. All right. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. We'll be probably frequenting this place a lot, and who knows? Maybe we'll take a trip down the yawning portal, and we might need your assistance on when we come back.
I have day rates.
Is this all? And this is all in your pamphlet?
Yes.
I'll make sure I grabbed one of them.
All right. You gonna leaf through it, or?
Yeah, I'll leaf through it.
All right. Let's display the.
I dropped it in Discord. How do I don't know if there's a way to pull it in.
Oh, I can do that. Hang on.
Can you turn down the flute just a little bit, or the piccolo?
Do you go up to the bar and say that?
Yeah. Could
The
you? I will grab the nearest empty mug and pitch it at the flute player. Enough.
There it is. Okay.
I'll make mental note.
Never play a flute.
Flute. No.
No, I think I'd be more subtle than that. I think what can I do the monkey to mess with? I'll get the monkey to just mess with the flute player.
Runs up and grabs the flute.
Yeah.
Runs away, little monkey.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hey, that's mine.
Makes that like chittering sound the monkeys make and takes off with it.
Oh, here we go. That's good.
What do we got to see here?
You're
Where is it?
fixing to see Olaf's rates. Olaf's rates.
Did you make a handout?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Oh, excuse me.
Click the button so we see the handout.
That's what I'm fixing to do. Alright. Show to players.
The button.
You should see it now.
Yeah.
Stupid monkey stole my flute and filled it with wax.
Reflections.
Slight death.
Wow.
Yay.
Look at this.
Keep cool, yeah.
I'm back at the bar. I'm assuming Foedrin came with again.
No, Foedrin's still dead. But
Or, sorry, Thargeth. Oh, fuck, the names are in the wrong spot again.
He's parading him around like Weekend at Bernie's.
Sorry. What?
The Weekend at Bernie's comment.
Oh, I thought you were reading the handout.
No, I did see that too, though. I was reading it. The concept. 1 star. Yeah.
Nice.
50% discount. Oh, fuck. Why am I taking you? No.
Like it says also on there, special.
I like how
package
there's small print, there's fine print, you love the special packages.
subject to spell availability, additional fees.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there we go.
Can I try and make friends with some of the other adventurers around the bar using persuasion?
You can attempt it.
Okay.
What kind of persuasion? Musical persuasion? Monetary persuasion?
Which table are you going to approach first? The one with the large man and plate mail that was being approached by the dwarf. There's another table with about 5 adventurers that were talking about which direction to go next in Undermountain, and the ones that were attempting to leave. Who would you like to approach?
I'd like to try and approach. let's hear the people that are trying to explore the Yonic portal.
The people that are actually planning to go down?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go that way then. Let me write this down. Okay. You head over to the people that are talking about their exploration. You're going to notice that there seems to be 5 of them there. That you see an elf mage, a dwarf fighter, a human druid. There's a half-orc cleric. And a human rogue. When you come up to the table, what do you do?
What'd you say the third one was? Mage, fighter,
human-
cleric, rogue.
Human druid. He looks a lot like the human rogue.
Like twins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm N, he's P, and that's C. NPC.
They're all wearing a big B on there as their emblem, or like B team.
No.
I'll introduce myself.
Uh-huh. Who are you going to address directly? I mean, you just going to walk up to the table and say, "Hi, everybody."
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hi, Dr. Neek.
So this time, I think we go in through the entrance on the, "Hi, everyone." Then just kind of stop, look up at you. "Can we help you?" says the elven mage.
I was just wondering how you're doing tonight.
"Fine." The rogue pipes up and says, "We're just charting our next path."
And down in the portal?
The druid answers this time, "Yes, we're going to attempt to go east this time."
Have you guys had much luck down there?
The dwarf pipes up and says, "Not a damn bit. Everything seems to have been picked clean." "Planning to try your hand at it? Perhaps looking for a group of capable sort?"
Well, it might be. I was just wondering. Curious, usually.
"Now, what can you provide to us?"
Well, usually I don't make the decisions on that. You'd probably have to ask my friend. I was just trying to see what you guys were up to.
Your friend?
Yeah, him over there. And I point towards Finias.
So we'd be taking on 2 of you then.
Well, there's a few of us. I don't know. I don't know who wants to go down or who wants to not go down, but I was just looking for a little bit of information about, what's been going on around here.
The rogue pipes in next, saying, "The share's already a little stretched as it is. 1 more I could see, maybe 2, but a few of you I don't think we really need."
Hey, Sragg,
Yeah.
did I see this group go up and down, or?
Yeah,
anything like that?
they've been.
Have I seen them go down and up multiple times or anything like that? Or?
Mm-hmm. You even got into a fight with their fighter once.
Okay.
He won.
He won.
He won in 2 blows.
Damn it. All right.
So you haven't made enough to, split between all of you?
To be honest, it's hard to find anything down there. This place seems to be somewhat of a tourist attraction, if you ask me.
Is there, areas that people haven't been to?
The mage is going to pipe up, and we did find one spot. There was a couple of, I'm going to guess, Hallister's knickknacks in there. So it paid for the trip at least, but really nothing else of value. But on the upside, there doesn't seem to be much danger. You see the mage kind of winks over at the rogue at that, and the rogue says, "Yeah, perhaps you should take your friends down there and give it a chance on your own."
What end was that in?
Insight check that motherfucker.
I don't think I need to. I saw him wink, so.
Yeah, he was not trying to hide it very much. Just the dwarf, capable lass like yourself, should be able to handle the dangers of the maze.
And whereabouts was that in?
Okay, well, persuasion. What are you trying to persuade them?
To give me information.
To give you information. The 24. What did you do? Are you just going to rely on the die roll, or are you going to try to role play it a little on that?
No, I want you to give me information. You haven't given me anything. So,
Okay. All right.
I'm getting tired of talking to these people. So give me something and I'm going away.
I don't want to talk to you anymore either.
You're the competition, man.
What you want to do, says the rogue, when you get down there, just head west. And when you get to the third tunnel on the right, turn to the left. You should find a hidden door there and several flights of stairs. Take them all straight down and jump straight off the cliff you find at the end. You inch and starts laughing.
What is your roll, since there's no actual counterpoint to that? Was that just a straight deception?
Mhm.
Why?
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Competition. And they're not exactly the friendliest bunch.
Yeah.
That they start laughing amongst themselves and turn to start talking again. What do you do?
Just leave them alone.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the bar, I'm assuming not much was happening there. You all probably watching this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there.
Yep.
So, what you been doing for the last week, Fleur?
Just been burying people.
The
That's-
suicides haven't slowed down at all in Lindell, by the way. So you have that information, too.
Most part, suicides still doing what they're doing. Just been burying people. Grieving. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do since I lost my best friend.
Yeah. But you're with us. You got that, right?
Mm-hmm. That I do.
So, out of character, have you been, like, coming here between, like, each day, or?
Nope. This is first time.
Oh, okay.
That was our first time meeting Olaf. First time hanging out with you all in a week, basically. I'll just agree with you here.
Mhm.
Okay.
You going to... Hang on.
That's in regular the group chat. I didn't want to interrupt anybody talking, but
Okay. So y'all are going to notice Thargeth is going around the outer edges of the yawning portal, shaping up the stonework a bit.
making it more enticing
Yep.
to the adventure.
Polishing it.
Making it really.
Just carving nudie pics on it.
I'd probably be working on if there's any other stone around too that I could get in town during that time that we were off, on a bust of our fallen companions, or busts of our fallen companions, to maybe put in there somewhere.
Okay. The group that was discussing leaving town gets up pays their bill, and heads out.
Did you come back to us after that, Maevis?
No, I'm gonna follow that group that's leaving.
Okay.
Okay. Maevis heads off by herself.
Another round, Durham. And what can you tell me about this plague?
He pours another glass. Nasty business. Don't touch anyone with it.
So it's also contagious through regular means, not just when it gets cured?
Seems to be through contact with them. When it gets cured, though, it seems to pop up almost immediately in full force. If you get it by contact, it's slow.
This doesn't sound like any plague I've heard of.
Thinks it's new, magically caused, possibly by a cult of some sort, would be my guess.
Cult? Where did you hear that?
Oh, I didn't hear it.
So why do you think that?
Why would anyone do something like this? Why would any necromancer or such do something unless they were worshipping the disease itself? Only makes sense to me.
Do you know who or what this cult might be?
Sadly, no. I'm not aware of any acknowledged religion that worships this form of decay.
Yeah. Necromancy can have its uses.
As I say, that's just my theory.
Does anybody else share your... Or does anybody else support your theory?
He pours another beer for someone next to him. You're the first one that's asked.
Okay. You mean you didn't bring it up to any of the other High Lords?
No. We only meet on a monthly basis.
This plague's been around for a couple months.
They didn't want to talk about that.
Okay. Who am I to know what the upper echelon of Waterdeep... What's it?
None of the lords seem to have it. Not really a concern.
Or you can get rid of it.
I find that whole thing to be highly suspect, but I'm not one to speak out on it. Suddenly a pack of rabid dogs tear in and
jump into the portal and they're gone.
Yeah. You just fall down the hole.
Oh my gosh.
Does that happen often? That's weird.
That's why I was shining up
First
the
time I've seen that one. Really, guys?
Okay, well, thank you. I don't know what else to do with this kind of...
Did I, let me ask you, did I tell him he thinks that it's suspicious that the lords aren't paying attention to it? Did I say that?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I wasn't sure. They exploded right then.
Yeah,
so.
just as you did. I got that, but I'm just...
Okay.
I'm having difficulty knowing where or what to do with that information because we're nowhere near the upper echelon of Waterdeep or the ability to even deal with anything like that. So
You asked for the information.
Yeah.
You have it.
Said you thought it was necromancers?
cultists of a sort, I would suspect. Be it priests, wizards, I don't know.
By chance, where exactly was the outbreak of the disease? The plague.
It started in the poor quarter. It's the worst there still. Population has been rather rampant. One sometimes wonders if perhaps this wasn't maybe even intentional.
Cleansing effort.
Isn't it population control?
I never said that.
Right.
Insight check?
He did not say that. You didn't even have to roll.
Okay.
Someone calls down further from the bar for more drinks. He goes, well, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah. Thanks.
Leaves you all to yourselves.
Fleur will look towards Finias. Finias, I'm sorry. I know you're trying to talk and trying to catch up. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sense of everything since Lana died.
I get it. You were much closer to her than I was, and it's quite a shock when you lose somebody.
And then to turn around and have her killed that way and just have a hand come through out the window and throwing a couple of coppers. Keep going.
You must be used to that by now in Moondale.
Well, you get used to it in a lot of different ways, but when it happens to your best friend, it makes you question a lot of different things versus just abiding by the law all the times.
You don't say.
It really makes me question a few different things, especially when the elite are able to just blatantly murder someone like that and able to get away with it without any finger lifted. But yet, we turn around and try to take corpse back to the church, and next thing you know, we're getting questioned. Granted, someone did try to take someone to a butcher.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he's ever quite recovered from that head trauma. Oh, hey, you're still here, aren't you? Oh no, you're bad. You're still over with Olaf, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah.
If I heard him, I threw a pebble at him.
Okay. A pebble comes flying at you.
But, and I know it's not the cleric's fault over there.
Yeah, you're kind of rude to that person.
Typically not. You know me at this point, Finias.
Yeah, I think they do, and I think if you're as disenfranchised with the upper classes as you seem to be right now, then we're gonna have a good time.
Oh?
Let me teach you my ways.
But first, I must do something. She orders another ale.
You get your ale?
She takes it over to Olaf.
Okay. Poisoned.
It is not poisoned.
No, that's my own suspicion.
I'm gonna look at her, look at the L, look at her, look at the L.
Yeah.
It's a cleric. You can't poison a cleric.
You can.
I know, but
Not very nice.
don't you have it as a cantrip to detect poison?
It's like practical joke day for clerics. You got me again.
So you look quizzically at the ale and back and forth and such?
Yes.
If you're a cleric, you got nothing to worry about, right?
I'm not worried about it. I'm wondering why you're doing it.
Well, because I think you and I might have stepped off on the wrong foot. I know it is not your fault, so I apologize on destroying your parchment.
I've got plenty more. Just
And
your
why
shorts.
I am still upset with you turning around and making a comment that she could have survived if she had heals.
Was it a falsehood?
Not
Say
my
what?
problem.
Was it a falsehood?
You were definitely seeing an eye starting to twitch with her.
In my experience, most people in your line of work could have survived with more healing.
She puts down the cup. She smiles, and she says, "Blessings upon you."
Blessings upon you as well.
Oh, thank
Uh-oh, we're having a bless off.
Oh,
and she'll
good.
sit down at the table next to him.
It's gonna turn into a holy water fight time.
You're sitting down at his little stand.
Mhm.
Okay. So Olaf, you're sitting there at your little table, and pulls up a chair beside you and just sits down. Okay. Okay.
Continue on.
So the next
Maybe-
person that comes up, he gives him it, and you're like, "Funeral rites, funeral rites."
Free
You're
death
very
blessings.
In case this doesn't work out, come to me next.
Free death blessings.
It's a package deal.
Yeah. Healing
all-
guaranteed, or the death rights are free.
all of you will have noticed that this person is a paladin of Kelmore, god of death.
Yep.
That makes the blessings a little different, doesn't it?
Blessings upon you.
Hey, he's good for business.
Yeah.
He's good for business.
Like the first person comes up, she's like, "Blessings upon you." So,
You're gonna have to add a clause in your contract for resurrections now.
There is one.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
There is one.
Modify it.
I need to check something real quick due to the rolls. Maevis, how far back did you follow that group?
I just wanted to see what direction they were leaving out of the tavern.
They started heading south.
So, okay.
They're heading for the south gate to get out of town.
Do we know anything about the layout of the city?
How much time did you spend here throughout the years, or were you mostly hang out in Mundo?
I think it was my first time here.
You know some basics. You know that the southern end of town is the closest to the poor district.
Okay.
Were you going to tell them?
No.
Okay. How far did you watch them go? Or just glance, then you come back into the bar?
Pretty much just glance, come back into the bar.
Okay, so not a problem. Don't worry about those rolls then.
What rolls?
You didn't see them; they didn't happen.
You didn't see those rolls happen.
Did they get rolled?
Huh?
Did they get rolled? The group?
You glance.
How many people were they?
There were 4 people in that group.
Okay.
Yeah,
You walked by that bakery and paid no attention to those rolls.
yeah, nothing. Nothing happened that you know. They must have made it out of town. Yes, that's what happened to them.
The only thing I was trying to figure out was what direction they appeared to be leaving the town from.
Yeah, they were heading south. All right, so you go back into the bar after they've taken off, and you see Fleur sitting with Olaf at the little table now.
They seem cordial.
Blessings.
Every time a customer comes up to try to talk to Olaf, I think I broke my arm. Would you like your funeral rites?
I prevent the funeral rites.
I guarantee them.
Satisfied, or you'll be dead.
You see, he looks over at her next to you and looks back to you, Olaf. And says, you know, I think it'll get better. I think it'll get better. Maybe it's just sprained. It's at an unnatural angle.
Blessings upon me.
You're bad for business.
Well, sir, I'm just letting you know I did not approve of your statement. If she had heels, she would have survived.
You see the bell rings over by the pit. The barkeep goes, lowers the bucket, pulls the bucket back up, takes the coins out of the bucket, pockets them, lowers it back down, and starts letting people up. You see a group of adventurers, all beat to hell, coming out of
First
there.
funeral rites.
Shining armor, gems everywhere. These guys have money. And they're walking out. In fact, there's probably about 12 of them. It was a raid group.
A raid crew.
I'm gonna grab my stack of parchments, get up from the table, and walk away from the bad for business paladin.
I follow.
Oh god.
Well, let's get to the temple and get this taken care of.
Start passing out flyers.
Oh, hi. Who are you?
Free
You'll-
blessings. Free blessings.
You
Blessings,
don't
huh?
want those blessings, but you want my blessings.
Oh no, you want these blessings. You're guaranteed to work.
What services do the pair of you offer?
It is only me. I do not know where this insane person came from.
Which one is the one that looks the most?
They're carrying what looks like a
highest
mage.
level one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. If they're hiring a mage, I'll walk over and I'll literally just touch one finger on it and lay hands on him.
He seems to have died.
Really?
Did you check to see if it was even alive? Like, they're carrying him.
Lay on hands, corpse. No.
What?
I'm pretty
What did
sure
you
I would have
do?
known if it was a dead corpse.
How would you know?
A dead
Do you have detect dead people? Do you automatically see dead people?
Drake,
It's an all-class feature.
Passive perception would have noticed if the person's dead. Like,
Dead.
I said they were
When
dead.
everyone dies, they go.
yeah, exactly. Pretty sure they would have done a limp.
He's just tired.
It's late.
Tired of living.
Ah,
So is the corpse a corpse or is it
yeah, a
alive?
corpse. It's a corpse.
Fine. The,
You
most-
asked who was in the worst shape.
The dead one,
But
obviously.
yeah, I would
the
technically.
one that is dressed the most wealthiest.
That's not the dead one.
Yes.
That's the lead. He's in plate mail that seems like it might be made out of diamond.
There you go.
Okay, so you
You poked him.
poked him.
Lay hands.
Why, thank you for the donation.
I think
We
that's
hadn't
the
agreed
point.
on anything yet. You know, I'm not going
No.
to pay you.
I think
Just let
that's
me
the
know.
point.
The blessings work. Anyone else for blessings?
Well, now you see that the holy magic is
Basically,
and is
Yeah.
effective.
Yeah, he sees it's effective, but you've basically turned into the chick that runs up to you and sprays perfume in your face.
Yeah.
Sample? Sample? Sample?
I don't think that's quite the same.
Sample?
We're bringing you back to the fucking full
She
health.
is turning around
Not
and
the
doing
same.
everything she can to undermine this transaction, in other words.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you get it now?
Underhand this transaction.
Giving away free heals to the person trying to sell heals, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Free samples is a good business practice sometimes.
All right.
Fleur,
Now
what?
the tables have turned. We are buddies. This is my partner. The first ones are free.
As I said, free sample, good business practice.
They do sign up for your service.
I will make sure as soon as they all sign up, that's the holy symbol.
Uh-huh.
My associate will take care of you for everything. Thank you for your business.
Are they taking? Is the paladin gonna heal him more?
No, you missed something there. They're signing up for your service, and she holds up the holy symbol and says, "My associate will take care of it." He just kind of folds this pamphlet down.
Look, I do not represent that deity.
They back away from you, and they exit out to go find another one.
Blessings
Thank
upon
you
all
very
of you.
much for the free sample.
You're most welcome. She looks back towards Olaf and says, "We are even. Don't ever talk about my deceased friend that way again, and I will not do that anymore. We will honor the dead for what they deserve. She was a good person in life. She did not deserve what she got. And I will not stand for someone talking about my deceased friend that way."
Something at the door, right?
Yeah. You saw this whole thing. The whole party saw this whole
Yeah,
thing.
we're munching on peanuts like like it's popcorn. Like, what the hell is going on here?
I'm still doing stonework. I don't give a shit what the fuck.
Yeah. Thargeth is still working on the stonework. He's starting to do a group portrait of y'all descending into the pit. But unfortunately, it seems that Finias, one of your eyes haven't been done properly. One of them's looking down and one of them's looking up. Everyone else, it seems to be a work of art.
Fleur, this man owes us nothing. He doesn't know Lana.
No, but still, and it's not his fault. Just
He's not wrong with what he said.
I think you're being just a little rash. Cut him some slack. If he was there, we don't know what would have happened.
still, I do not appreciate people talking about her that way.
Fine, but don't be making enemies in a town filled with people.
You are right. I apologize. She will look towards Olaf and give him 10 gold.
Apology
Thank you.
accepted.
But again,
Apparently, your goodwill is rather cheap.
Yeah.
As expensive
No,
as they
he's paying for the lost transaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. I still have more spells to sell.
There you go. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just made 10 gold and didn't have to do anything.
Way to think of it.
Don't have to recharge or anything.
The group that was with the man, the one that was led by the man in plate that was being talked to by the dwarf are now being let down into the pit.
blessings
I thought
upon
they
all
were
of
carrying
you.
an elf.
Huh?
This-
No,
oh,
not that group. They left. Yeah, giant bulging coin purses jingling all the way. They headed out. This is the group that the dwarf was speaking with earlier.
Blessings upon all of you.
I hope you're not attached to those coin purses.
You said blessings upon all of you to the group that was going down.
Yep.
You see, there's a mage with that party that looks over and kind of smiles and says, You too.
5 foot step away from the.
All right.
I love it.
They've been watching this shit. Hang on. Let me find the. You need to make a saving throw.
It's great.
Where is it at? Oh, wrong book. No wonder I can't find it. Oh no, that's the right book. It's just the wrong spell name. Give me just a second. I'm sorry. I just have to react to this stuff as I get it.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Oh no, excuse me. He walks over and touches you, so it's a dexterity saving throw for you. No, it's not. Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. There you go. Good. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That works out better than that one.
Roll your
Got
wisdom.
lucky there.
That's a save.
Oh.
All right. You feel as if a dark curse nearly took hold of you, but brushed off. The mage looks at you with a bit of spite and tosses his nose up in the air and walks to rejoin his party.
Just
Powerful
showing
spell.
your emblem.
Lessons upon you.
What were you saying, Finias? Were you going to do something?
No, I just said that's a powerful spell. Jesus.
Excuse me, friend. I say to the cleric. Fleur, haven't you bothered this man enough?
Isn't trying to bother him now. I think I have made my point.
Where's Finias at?
Oh, I'm right here.
He's right there eating peanuts.
So, are you at a table?
Eating what?
I'm standing to observe this shit show. What's up?
What are we doing in this town? We staying?
Oh, we're going down this hole here.
Seems like we're going down this hole according to
Oh yeah.
our friend who's been hit one too many times on the head.
Right. That's a good idea.
Well, I don't know what else you want to do. I'm certainly.
Well, look, it's set in stone right here. There's us going in the hole.
Well,
There's you. Perfectly obvious it's you with your eyes.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious about this plague that's ravishing this place. Like, I mean,
seems to be in the poor district from what I've gathered. And
It's a pain in the ass. If they just let them leave town, it'd be fine.
do you really want to spread this?
Down.
Once you get out of town, you can heal it just fine.
Wait,
It
what?
doesn't spread. Unfortunately, everyone's locked into the town.
The curse of Waterdeep. Ooh.
Have you heard anything about it being possibly a cult doing this?
I hadn't heard a word.
I haven't heard anything. All I know is I was able to cure the fellows on the road just fine, and then once I got into town, it became an issue.
But wait, if it randomly affects two people who you don't know, how do you know when you healed them it didn't randomly affect two other people somewhere else?
It could have, but it seemed effective.
I like the cut of your jib.
The cure, when you cured them outside of town, it took hold differently.
Oh,
You could tell it was actually dispelled instead of just redirected. There you go. The flow of the magic.
He would have been able to tell that?
Yeah.
Or okay.
God says yes.
Yes.
I just talked to my god. He said we're good. That's all he could say, but don't worry about it.
Well,
See him look up in the sky.
well, that furthers my suspicion that somebody's intentionally doing this in town as a way to manage the population.
Seems to be only affecting the poor, so.
Why do you care all of a sudden about sick people?
Sick people with an incurable disease is bad for business.
That's good for your business. What are you talking about?
Incurable is bad.
They keep coming back for more.
Yeah, but
No,
they.
it's
I
even
need
better than that.
another
You
dose.
heal one, then you get 2 new customers.
Yeah,
He
but
gets it.
for my type of business, this is bad. They have to look like they're getting better.
We'll make that change the way they look. A potion.
Well, they can get through the sickness. You just have to baby them a bit.
Yeah, I'm not in it for the long. I'm in it for the quick sells.
It was a whole lot easier before everyone knew that when you killed one, 2 more got it.
Why don't you just take him outside town and do it?
By the way, I'm gonna need some of
You know
that
when
kraut.
you go outside town? It's easy to get in here, but once you're in here, they don't let you out.
Apparently, the south gate seems to be the best option.
The
South Gate? Why?
That's past the poor district, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Plague Town.
Can't the mages do something to set up whatever this is and like make an area that's not affected by whatever is in the city? I don't know. It seems like something a major wizard could do.
Could set up detections.
It's possible if it's based on an area. I mean, you could dispel the magic on an area if you were a strong enough or capable enough wizard.
Or cared enough.
Or couldn't you have some sort of divine intervention to make a section of land, I don't know, special?
Consecrated?
Consecrated. Yeah.
Why, Finias, you have been paying attention in church.
If I had a name for it, I would call it a consecration of
I
sorts.
don't know. I don't really know anything about divine.
If only we knew people who had divine magics.
If only that spell still existed.
Yeah.
I think it's called Hollow Ground or something.
Yep. If only you had someone.
Funny how language and words change through the years, right?
Anyway. If you're not interested in curing this, then I guess I'm not interested either.
I wouldn't mind curing it, but we've got no leads. The only thing I've heard about is that weird dwarf with the hood walking around asking for some blonde-haired male human. Seems to be fairly attractive. You guys seen anyone like that?
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
Ooh, what? Attractive blonde what?
Oh, God.
Human?
What?
Wait, start from the beginning.
That was the beginning.
Start from the end and work your way back.
How much have you drank?
He got kicked in the head right there.
17?
Kegs? You just know.
Are you still standing by the door, Maevis?
Yeah.
You see that dark cloak from before talking to someone out in the street. He's showing him a picture and asking questions.
Can we get a good look at that picture?
You can if you lean out a little bit, because he's turned just almost enough. If you just lean.
Lean out and ask, can we get a good look at that picture?
Do you let us know that, or do we notice that you're paying attention to this person?
Yeah, it'd probably be obvious since I have to like awkwardly position my body. This
Hey,
Is-
what you looking at?
Is that the guy?
There's the guy. That's the guy right there.
Oh,
Can you see that picture?
not right now, but give me a second.
I'll go and have a look.
Hold my shoulder and tap it twice if you need me back.
Okay.
Phineas's eyes roll back in his head,
Holy shit.
and the monkey takes off.
So the monkey scurries off and up a post nearby.
Yeah.
That's where you can get a good view of everything. Can you hear as well, or just?
Yeah, I can see and hear everything through the monkey, but I can't see and hear my own body right now. That's why he had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
All right. So you're going to come in at the point. He would have only been here for maybe a week at most.
I say that. I'm relaying everything out loud.
And you see the picture, and it looks.
Like hand in front of his face, looking at his eyes.
Hold on. Just cut that out.
When you're up here, you can see down into the cowl too. You recognize the dwarf. You saw him doing business with the Grimgold back in Moondale at one point.
So right now there's just this random monkey that ran up to these people.
Yeah, there's a random monkey that ran up to
Isn't he like scurried up like a nearby something?
a nearby post. Yep. And he's pointing at the picture, and you recognize the picture of the vampire that y'all been dealing with occasionally.
The one who got killed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is there a reward for him dead or alive?
I need to find him before the employer gets a little too much more upset. He's certain he's here in town somewhere.
We didn't catch that dwarf's name, did we?
Nope.
Okay.
You didn't catch his name, but you know that he's some kind of hired killer.
Is he the one that we found outside the jail?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you know him. You know him well enough. He's trying to avoid too much attention, but he's got to go around asking questions because he has no leads. There's no information to be frickin' had.
I will break the spell and walk towards him.
Okay.
And as soon as he's within earshot, I'll just say,
Mason?
You break the spell and go to walk towards him as you see Thargeth just a few steps away. He was on his way over there.
yeah.
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 Okay. If he notices, like, I'm sure he's going to eventually notice, like, we're coming towards him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to stop and turn to Thargeth. I don't think you had too many interactions, did you, Thargeth? No, it was mostly Finias and Maevis.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if I know that guy at all.
Okay.
The picture, I don't know. I was like,
I don't know if you'd recognize the picture either.
No, I don't think so either.
So yeah, really, this is great. We can go with that.
Yeah.
What did you want to say before the assassination?
I was going to say, Agent of Grimgold, we have information.
You see, when you say that out loud, he turns and looks and sees Thargeth marching over towards him and sees you in the background. Kind of looks at you and looks at him and looks at you.
I shrug, like, I don't know what the fuck.
He looks down. Yes?
Hey, you got a picture there or something? Cousin.
Yes.
Oh, might I have a look? I might be able to help you.
He unfurls the picture.
No, sorry, brother, don't know that one. Turn around, head in a direction.
Finias and Maevis, y'all back there. You see, he shows the picture. He kind of, and then just kind of nods. He nods to him. Well, thank you for your time.
And just sort of, as I'm already turned, just give him a behind the head wave.
And he starts making a purposeful walk straight for you, Finias.
Okay.
I don't know that one. I'm saying as I'm going by Finias.
I do.
Okay, have fun.
He comes in. You have information?
That's Sindrick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sindrick's dead.
Oh, no, he's not.
Well, we saw him get killed.
He goes into his cloak and pulls out a stake. It's kind of slightly charred.
That's the one he stabbed him with? Yeah.
You saw what he wanted you to see, what he wanted anyone to see. He pushes on it, it bends in, and there's a broken crystal inside of it. He was sent somewhere.
So did he send the mechanical man that killed one of my friends?
We don't think it was entirely willing that he was sent somewhere.
You didn't answer my question.
I strongly doubt it. But we have several questions once he's found.
So he somehow gave the murderous mechanical man a trick stake that he got then was used to kill him?
No. You saw what you were meant to see for his death.
Wouldn't that imply he was in cahoots with the mechanical man?
He takes the thing. When this crystal broke, he was teleported somewhere.
I get that.
It
but...
wasn't his intention to go.
Oh. So
He's been kidnapped.
Okay. So we didn't see what he wanted us to see.
You saw what any bystander was supposed to see.
Right, but wasn't what Sindrick wanted us to see.
Correct.
Yeah, you need to be more specific.
That's a hard time.
Talking's not
I
my
thought,
strong point.
yeah.
That's usually left to the bard.
Well, then I'd have nothing to give you then.
Gold, that was a one-time thing. I don't work for him. I'm freelance.
I knew it would get your attention.
It certainly did.
So why are you so? Why do you have to find Sindrick so quickly?
He was working for an individual that doesn't deal with loss well. I have a period of time to search Waterdeep before it's destroyed.
Excuse me, what?
You see, had he actually died, he would have reappeared at his employer's manor and everything would be fine. After a few days and none of that occurred, it was determined that he's been taken. And then we began the trail, and we've tracked him as far as here, but we can't get a lock on him. So the employer's plan, if I can't find him, is to just melt the entire city and wait for him to revive.
Good.
So, you said the south gate was good to exit, right?
You coward.
I wouldn't worry about it. I've got a few days still to find him, and I've got good people skills.
Do you have any more of those flyers?
Well, yeah, I do. Here you go. He hands you a couple.
And where are you staying?
I'm staying at the I can't remember what it was called. It turns out to be the inn that you were staying at. But
How many
I
of
haven't
those?
really been back to my room too often. You can leave a message with the barkeep for me if need be.
Sorry, I forgot your first name.
I never gave it.
I know.
What should we call you then?
Just call me Foz.
Foz?
Hey.
Fair enough.
Not fawns.
Okay,
I
Foz.
have a number of days.
How many of those pamphlets do you have?
12.
They were happy days, though.
Give me as many as you can spare.
He hands you all but 2 of them. You've got, between the group of you, you've got 10 of those pamphlets now.
Where did I get these pamphlets pamphlets from?
I don't give him any.
I'm already on the way back. That's the joke.
The only thing we really have for a clue is it had something to do with that. Who could get their hands on a metal creature like that? It has to be some sort of a tinkerer or something.
Well, it looked like it was part of. I can't. Which is the dead one? Foedrin?
Foedrin.
Said
No.
from Foedrin Industries on the back of it.
That was far beyond his skill. He's waiting on the employer, I mean, is waiting on one of his old contacts to arrive soon. Gnome fellow by the name of Felix, and they're going to look it over.
Well, Foedrin did say he had a number of issues with the local thieves guild.
Interesting.
And
With,
then he shortly passed away.
I wonder. That's a good tip. I'll start checking around. The Waterdeep Thieves Guild is nothing to play with anymore. Under new management, as it were.
I see. Maybe you could look into that?
Cautiously, perhaps. Seems the new leader is some kind of half-devil.
What? Half devil.
Half-devil, whole devil, I'm not entirely sure. Always wants his contracts.
Interesting.
Dangerous fellow. Hopefully here in the next couple of days, a couple of the employer's older associates will be frequenting the town. You might run into some of them. It's a dark elven bard fellow, and the hairiest dwarf you ever did see. If you see a gnome with some golems following him, just avoid him. He's better not to, and stay away from the barbecue sauce.
Bad for your digestion, or
It digests you just fine.
They must be some old timers. Oh no, wait.
I see.
But, as it were, if you need me, leave a message with the barkeep at that tavern, or at that inn we're staying at. I wish you the best of luck.
yeah, for all the people here, I hope so. Thank you, Lord Foss.
Oh, no useless title like that for me. Just Foz, please.
Very well.
You see, he slides the dagger in his hand back into his belt and heads back off into the streets. I'll leave y'all with that one.
What a great cliffhanger! For it to have a break.
Let's have a break.
Okay, break. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back in a few minutes. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment because we love reading those, and see you in a bit.